Hello students, today we are going to discuss about how we can assign the chemical shift to the structure. Okay, so let's begin with the first problem. So to solve this kind of problem, you must have some knowledge of common chemical shift and important coupling constant. That's how you can solve the problem easily. Now in the examination, the problem is like assign the chemical shift to the various proton of compound XYZ, that is this compound. So if we want to solve this kind of problem, don't take it as a problem, take it as a puzzle. Okay, you cannot solve this with the hard and fast method. You go easy with this problem. Solve or assign the protons which are easily identified. Okay, so you can easily identify the COOH as well as OH proton. Okay, so now you know that COH proton comes around 11 to 12. So firstly, I will go through this chemical shift and search for the proton which is in between 11 to 12. So the last signal is at 11.3 showing singlet of 1H. That means this is nothing but a COH proton. Okay. Now there is OH proton also, and you know that phenolic or alcoholic proton are exchangeable and shows broad singlet. So I will search for the proton with a broad singlet and which is exchangeable. So signal at 4.95 shows us that this proton is exchangeable. Also it is showing us broad singlet. That means this signal is associated with the OH. So I will assign the 4.95 to the OH proton. Now you can see here there is a CH2 and here we have a signal of 2H. That means this CH2 might be associated with this signal. You can see that it is a 4.75 due to oxygen and it is showing doublet. So this CH2 is coupling with this hydrogen and this coupling is fissional coupling. That means 7.5 Hertz coupling constant also support the fissional coupling. That means 4.75 doublet is for this CH2. So I will assign 4.75 to this CH2. Now its coupling partner, that is olefinic proton, will come around something 5 to 6. Okay. So you can see here 5.78 triplet of 1H. That means this 1H is coupling with CH2 and it is 5.78. That means it is olefinic proton. Also their coupling partners are exactly same. That means these are the coupling partners. So I will assign 5.78 to the this hydrogen. Okay, to this hydrogen. Now we assign most of the signal from this side. Let's go for this side. Now you can see here there is only one hydrogen which is not coupling with any other coupling partner. That means it will show singlet. You can see here there is a 5.66 singlet of 1H. 5.66 because it is near to the nitrogen as well as it is near to the COOH. That's why it is going downfield at 5.66 and showing singlet of 1H. That means this proton will come at 5.66. Okay. Now let's go for these three problems. In these protons, okay, in these three protons, we have one proton which is in between oxygen and nitrogen. That means it will be more downfield than 5.66. That means this signal at 6.0 ppm showing doublet of 1H. That means this signal will associate with this signal, but it is only showing doublet. That means it is not coupling with one proton because it is showing only doublet. Okay, this happens because the vicinal coupling is totally depend on the dihedral angle, and if the dihedral angle is 90 degree, there will be very little coupling or the coupling constant is less than 1, then it will not show us the coupling. So the dihedral angle between this proton and one of this proton is 90 degree. That's why it is not showing any coupling. So it is showing only doublet. So this proton downfield and showing doublet will be at 6.0. Now this is coupling with one of the proton from this side, and also this proton will couple with this proton in the J-mineral coupling. Okay, so the signal at 3.60 showing doublet of doublet 18 Hertz and 2.5 Hertz. That means this is the J-mineral coupling constant this is the fissional coupling constant. That means this proton will come around 3.60, showing doublet of doublet. So I will assign 3.60 to this proton. Now this proton will couple only with this proton in the geminal coupling constant. That means it will show 18 Hertz coupling, and the chemical shift is 3.05 of 1H. Now we can assign 3.05 to this proton. Now let's go for the decoupling experiment. Decoupling experiment shows that irradiation of 6.0 ppm proton, which will change the 3.6 ppm doublet to doublet. So 3.6 was previously shown doublet of doublet, but if we irradiate the proton at 6 ppm, it is showing only doublet of 18 Hertz. That means it is only showing us geminal coupling. This also proves our assignment. Okay. Now NOE experiment shows that irradiation of 4.75 increases the intensity of 5.78 by 30%. Now you can see that if we irradiate this proton, CH2 protons, okay, if we irradiate CH2 proton, there is an enhancement in the signal of this olefinic proton. That means they are closely associated in the space, or they are coupled. Okay, this proves that our assignment is correct assignment. Okay, let's go for the next problem. So in this problem, we are going to ask for the PMR of compound A shows following signals. Okay, these are the signals. Assign the signals to different protons using decoupling experiment. Justify your answer. Okay, we are not only assigning these signals, but also we are justifying their coupling constant as well as decoupling experiment. So as usual, you can go, or you can start with the OH proton, which is easily identified from the signal. This is a BS exchangeable at 3.86 is nothing but OH proton. There is no other exchangeable proton in this compound. So I will assign 3.86 to OH, and also I can see that there are two CH3 in this molecule, this CH3 and this CH3. Also there are two signals which are of 3H. That means this 3H and 3S is nothing but the signals of CH3. So the first signal at 3.65 showing doublet of 3H and coupling constant is 7 Hertz. That means it is fissional coupling. So this proton will couple with this hydrogen and will show us doublet. So I will assign 1.65 to this methyl group. Okay, I will assign 1.65 to this methyl group, and I will search for its coupling partner 7 Hertz and the compound proton which is near to the oxygen. So 7 Hertz. Okay, here is the coupling partner 7 Hertz, 4.32 1H doublet of quartet. Now you can see this proton will couple with this proton showing doublet, and will couple with the methyl group showing quartet. That means it is perfectly the 4.32 signal. So I will assign 4.32 this signal, which is showing doublet of quartet and coupling constant 7 Hertz for this quartet, and I will search for 5 Hertz its partner. So its partner will be 5 Hertz. Okay, I am able to find this. So 5 Hertz. Let's confirm it. This will show only doublet with this. So 3.95 1H doublet and coupling constant 5 Hertz. That means 3.95 is nothing but the proton which near to the OH group. So I will assign 3.92 to this proton. Okay, now we assign all the signals from this side. Now let's consider this methyl group. This 1.97 is nothing but this methyl group which showing doublet of doublet 1.5 Hertz and 7 Hertz. So 7 Hertz for the fissional coupling and allylic coupling is 1.5 Hertz. So I will assign 1.97 ppm to this methyl group. Okay, I will assign 1.97 to this methyl group which is showing us doublet of doublet 7 Hertz for this proton and 1.5 for allylic coupling this proton. Okay, now let's consider this olefinic proton also. 6.06 and 6.99. One is showing doublet of quartet and another is showing doublet of quartet. That means this proton will show us doublet of quartet, and this will show doublet of quartet. So this proton will show us doublet of quartet. So 6.99 is doublet of quartet, which is this proton. Okay, 6.99 is doublet of quartet. Of course, 6.06 is this proton, which will show us doublet of quartet. Okay, this is this so simple to assign the chemical shift we have if we have knowledge of coupling constant. Now only one signal remains, that is 5.87. 5.87 is here, which is showing doublet for this proton. Okay, 5.87, one is doublet for this proton. Let's assign this signal also. This is a 5.87 to this proton. Now let's go for the irradiation experiment or spin decoupling experiment. What happens if we irradiate the proton at 6.06? Okay, it is associated with this proton and methyl group. That means all the three signal will affected by irradiation of this proton. So let's see what experiment suggests us. The proton at 5.87, which was previously doublet, now becomes singlet, of course, because its coupling constant is irradiated. 6.99 was previously doublet of quartet, now it is becoming only quartet. And proton at 1.97, that is this methyl group, previously it was doublet of doublet, now it is becoming only doublet because its coupling partner is irradiated. This is how our assignment is confirmed. So to avoid the long and lengthy video, I am going to cover only this problem in this lecture. For the next problem, I will prepare another video lecture. So if you have any doubt, please feel free to ask me. Thank you very much.